Now, I'm sure you have seen the headlines about how pregnant women in Georgia are going to be able to claim their unborn children as dependents on their taxes. Now, let's actually break this down and talk about what it really means. Does this mean that each pregnant woman is going to get $3,000 back as a refund on their taxes for the unborn child? Let's break it down and talk about what is really going on here. Now, if you live in the state of Georgia, of course you want to pay attention to this, but even if you are not in Georgia, there is a possibility that other states may actually follow suit. And so it's very important for you to understand what's going on so that if this happens in the state that you're in, you can be prepared. All right, so let's go ahead and actually dive into the document that was posted so that you guys can see the black and white writing for yourself and we can talk about it. So this is coming straight from the Department of Revenue for Georgia. And so obviously the headline is guidance related to the House Bill 481 Living Infants in Fairness, Equality, Life Act. All right. So let's get to the nitty gritty of this. So it shows here, and I'm not going to go and read through every little thing because that's going to take forever, but it does show here that the department will recognize any unborn child with a detectable human heartbeat as eligible for the Georgia individual income tax dependent exemption. So it says that they are adding an unborn child with a detectable heartbeat to the definition of dependent, effective as of the date of the court's ruling, which was July 20th, 2022. As such, an individual income tax return filed for tax year 2022, where at any time on or after July 20th through December 31st, a taxpayer has an unborn child or children with a detectable human heartbeat, which can occur as early as 6 weeks gestation, the taxpayer may claim a dependent personal exemption as provided under this. For tax year 2022, the deduction for dependent unborn children will be a subtraction on line 12, other adjustments of Form 500 Schedule 1. Similar to any other deduction claimed on the tax income return, relevant medical records or other supporting documentation shall be provided to support the dependent deduction claimed if requested by the department. Additional information, including return instructions to claim the personal exemption for an unborn child with a detectable heartbeat, will be issued later this year, along with other tax changes impacting the tax year of 2022 Georgia individual income tax returns. Now, what the heck does this even mean? Let's talk about it. Now, obviously they said they're going to be giving us a lot more information towards the end of the year or as the year finishes out. But one thing that I definitely want to make mention of is that in this bill, it actually states that it is going to be a tax deduction of up to $3,000 per child. Now, it doesn't necessarily mention if this is going to be refundable. Now, a tax deduction is actually going to lower your AGI or your adjusted gross income. That is what a tax deduction does. So that means if you made $12,000 and you have a tax deduction of $3,000, your adjusted gross income is going to be $9,000. And that is what you will be taxed on. That is what a tax deduction does. Now, when you're talking about tax credits, which you're probably used to hearing about credits like the earned income credits, that many of you may be familiar with if you have dependents or children, you will understand that tax credits will reduce the amount of taxes that you owe. And those tax credits get applied to the taxes that you're going to owe, and anything that is left over, meaning if the credits that you have are above the amount that is owed, you will receive that money, the excess money, called a refund. Now, it doesn't necessarily state if this will count as a tax credit. It does say a tax deduction. So one thing I would just recommend is not get too excited when you see that $3,000. You may think, hey, I'm going to be getting $3,000 on my taxes for each kid. That's not what it is sounding like right now. But again, we're going to wait for them to just add a little bit more clarity and clarification to this. But as of right now, it does say tax deduction, meaning it's going to lower your income. So say you were being taxed on $20,000. If you have a deduction of $3,000, now you're going to be taxed on $17,000. So it's not actually guaranteeing that you're going to get more of a refund because it has not been labeled as a credit. But we're going to wait for more information and see how this all plays out. So what do you guys think? Do you think other states are going to follow suit with these tax changes, or do you think Georgia is on their own with this one? Let me know what you think down below in the comment section of this video. Again, this is your favorite stay-at-home millionaire here, Sierra Nicole. If you are interested in learning about entrepreneurship, financial literacy, business, and making money online and all that good stuff, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any more content. Hopefully this was helpful for breaking down some of the myths that I have seen being posted online about this viral headline and about what this really means with the $3,000 deduction for pregnant women in Georgia. So throw your comments, questions, concerns down below in the comment section, and I will see you on the next video.